Well,
Today
of course,
on
it got
Cajun Court
worse
TV.
from there. He changed the venue without informing me. See, I was under the impression that I was going to perform somewhere totally different. And I was definitely not told about performing on stage with strippers, because there was no way I would have done that.
Miss Scott, let me, can I say something? A change of venue? You gotta think about it. This is common in this business. You know that. You just gotta roll with the punches.
You don't roll with any punches. No, you don't. Listen, Miss Scott.
Bradley Foster is suing Janet Pratt for breach of contract. Bradley says he hired and paid Janet a deposit of $1,250 to sing and perform during intermission at a comedy show. He promised to pay her another $1,250 after the performance. He says Janet arrived and refused to perform, breaking the signed contract and leaving the audience asking for a partial refund. Janet Pratt says it was stated nowhere in the contract that she would be sharing the stage with strippers and other performers selected by the club. She says she refused to perform because it would tarnish her career image. She is countersuing for the remainder of the contract, $1,250.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cajun Court TV.
Good morning. We're here in mediation. Mr. Foster?
Morning.
Ms. Pratt, thank you for coming. Mr. Foster, state your facts, please.
Well, first of all, I'd say good morning, Miss Scott.
Good morning again.
I'm sorry to have us here for the issue I know we could have solved it on.
Well, let me hear your facts.
Well, first of all, let me tell you what I am, what I do. First of all, I'm gonna let you know that I'm a party promoter. I host different parties and events all across the state of Louisiana. So if anything you need, Miss Scott, entertainment promotion, let me know. I can hook you up.
You know what? I don't need your hookup. I just need you to get with facts. Get on with the facts.
Okay, I got you. Well, let's get to the point. Well, I contacted Miss Pratt directly in interest for her to come do an intermission show, to sing and perform for an hour. She did not do so.
So you contacted Ms. Pratt?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay.
Met Miss Pratt, we talked, we sat down, we went over the paperwork and everything, and she agreed to perform for an hour and get paid for $2,500. We gave her $1,250 up front and the next $1,250 after she performed.
Listen, don't act like you was doing me any favors. I usually give my money up front. So you weren't doing anything special.
Okay, Ms. Pratt, we don't need you to interject at this time. Let him finish. I'm trying to get all the details here. Mr. Foster, do you have a contract?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
May I see it, please?
Yes.
Okay, let's see, there's a contract. Let's see if both of you sign. I had the opportunity to review this earlier, but your contract looks a little vague. Who prepared the contract?
Me and my staff did.
Ms. Pratt, was there a problem with the contract?
Well, like he said, everything was going smoothly at first until, I met he and his staff, and Ms. Scott, they were very unprofessional. Like, the contract was one page, and it didn't cover many details at all.
So you signed it anyway?
Well, yeah, and usually I don't, Ms. Scott, usually I don't. But see, I prayed about it, and I thought that it was the right thing to do. So, despite my suspicions, I signed it anyway.
Sometimes we have to follow our first mind.
Yes, ma'am.
And, I really don't understand. Some of you young people, you want success too fast. You signed a contract, you didn't have all the specifics, looks like it wasn't as clear as you needed it to be, but you decided to go on, even though you thought he was unprofessional.
Yes, ma'am.
But go ahead and continue.
Well, of course, it got worse from there. He changed the venue without informing me. See, I was under the impression that I was going to perform somewhere totally different. And I was definitely not told about performing on stage with strippers.
Has the plaintiff crossed the line with this defendant, bringing in strippers as entertainment? Find out next on Cajun Court TV. Don't go away. Justice Jackie will be right back.
Where else can you get your insurance and auto title transfer in one stop? Jackson Insurance for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Jackson Auto Title, an authorized public tag agent. Call 746-2222.
I was raised in what was called the lower bottoms of Allendale, Shreveport, Louisiana. My mother had 6 children, single and no support. But her hard work and guidance from spiritual leaders gave us hope. We didn't give up. We struggled, had less than most. But I was determined to succeed against the odds. Giving back to my community by helping people get justice through mediation will make a difference for everyone. I know firsthand that litigation can be lengthy. I am here to expedite your dispute in mediation. One day at a time, one dispute at a time.
At Favorite Sisters Boutique, we pride ourselves on personalized service to everyone who walks through our door. New clothes, accessories, and gifts arriving daily. We look forward to becoming your favorite small family-run boutique.
Clever.
Page 3 is missing?
It needs water.
Mr. Whitner, I know
It's choking.
you're not trying to pull a fast one on me.
No.
Compassionate.
Matt, pass that to her, please.
Comical.
Justice Jackie is on the move. She's on the move.
Justice Jackie. Mediating your case one day at a time, one dispute at a time.
Justice Jackie.
Caring for people. That is the commitment and goal of Assurance Care Services, Inc., a place that provides assistance to individuals who are physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, and medically challenged. Assurance Care Services, Inc. offers a variety of services for all ages, where you can find a program that will fit your situation. Everyone will receive quality service in a supported, individualized, comprehensive, and efficient manner. Assurance Care Services, Inc. We are in the business of caring for people. Call today for a free consultation, 631-75...
Ernest Orleans has been creating special nights for over 60 years. Come celebrate your special occasion with delicious prime steaks, fresh seafood, plus Ernest's signature marinated crab claws. Visit Ernest Orleans, 1601 Spring Street in Shreveport.
Do you have a dispute with a friend or family member? Call us at Cajun Court TV. 1-855-902-5297. Or go to our website, CajunCourtTV.com.
Do you think the plaintiff should have informed the defendant about a change of venue? Find out next when Cajun Court TV resumes.
But go ahead and continue.
Well, of course, it got worse from there. He changed the venue without informing me. See, I was under the impression that I was going to perform somewhere totally different. And I was definitely not told about performing on stage with strippers, because there was no way I would have
Hold
done
on,
that.
Miss Scott. Let me. Can I say something? A change of venue. You got to think about it. This is common in this business.
Oh, my God.
You know that. You just got to roll with the punches.
You don't roll with any punches. No, you don't. Listen, Miss
Why
Scott, I have
not?
standards and a reputation. You don't roll with anything.
This is a
Unlike
party.
some
Okay,
people.
just a
Parties and
minute. You
events.
all stop talking to
Clubs.
each other. Talk to me.
Yes, ma'am.
We're here trying to mediate this claim in good faith. And you're talking to each other. We're not going to get anywhere with that. Now, you had to perform with strippers?
Yes, ma'am. I'm talking about showing everything strippers. Women, females, showing everything, Miss Scott.
And you didn't know?
Oh, no, ma'am.
You
I
had no clue?
Oh, absolutely not. Like, there's no way I would perform on stage with strippers and jeopardize my career.
But did you know the type of party? Did you know?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like strippers, like there is no way. Like there is no way at all that would happen.
So you would agree that a concise contract would have helped you in this situation?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Foster, why didn't you let her know that she was going to be performing with exotic dancers?
Miss Scott, let me say this to you. Honestly, I think she can handle that because the people that we cater to at our events, they're pretty grown. They're mature. So look at her. Don't she look very mature herself?
But just because she's an adult
Right.
and
And mature.
professional, it doesn't mean she has to lower her standards.
Right. Because I'm a mature woman with class, okay? Know the difference. And if you'd known my music, then you would have known that I don't indulge in such activity.
Miss Scott, let me say this. It's not my job to know her music. It's not. The people that like to hear her music, we cater to them. So they like to hear her. So we went out to her. She agreed to sign the contract. It's clearly here. It's here.
Now, you have a point there. You should have stated in the contract that she had to perform with exotic dancers. Wouldn't you think that would be fair?
Man.
No, ma'am, I don't think so.
Well, I'm wondering if your contract was vague, purposely vague, just to lure people in to perform. But, Ms. Pratt,
Yes, ma'am.
let's just talk about payment.
Oh, yeah. I'm here countersuing for the $12.50 that I didn't get, that I was promised.
So why do you think you owe that balance?
Well, because I had members of my group that needed to be paid. And it was, he really breached the contract. It wasn't me. Like, he should have told me the important details about the actual performance.
But wouldn't you think it was your responsibility to make sure that that contract was clear and concise?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I do. But see, you know, Mr. Foster is about to make me lose it. God.
The defendant says her emotions are pissed. Will she receive the $1,250? Cajun Court TV continues.
What do these people have in common? They've given up their negative perceptions, given up their destructive behaviors, given up all those things that were holding them back. When you're ready to start living a healthy, empowered life, Dr. Beatrice Tatum is here. So many people have benefited from Dr. Tatum's expertise. Take the first step to bring wellness into your life.
Uncover your true potential and lead a life worth celebrating. It's never too late.
Watch Gia Hill Monday through Sunday with local news updates on Go Pump TV, fueling your mind as you pump.
Mattress Plus is spring cleaning the showroom. Save 40 to 60% on a huge selection of name brand mattresses, not typical discount models, but top of the line luxury mattresses. Get the best gel memory foam, air beds, latex, and inner spring beds from Tempur-Pedic, Beauty Rest, Pure Latex Bliss, and more. Don't miss your once in a lifetime chance to get a luxury mattress set for a fraction of the price. Hurry in now to the Mattress Plus spring cleaning event. You should always shop at Mattress Plus before you buy.
Don't go away. Justice Jackie will be right back.
If you're owed money and want Justice Jackie to mediate your dispute, call us at 1-855-902-5297 or go to CajunCourtTV.com. In this case of music to the soul or manipulation to the mind, Justice Jackie is back in session.
Mr. Foster is about to make me lose it, Miss God.
Well, you performed. You
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
perform, excuse me. And so now you want to get the additional $1,250.
Well, I had other members of my group that needed to be paid. And he really breached the contract by leaving out the very important details about the actual event. I was dependent on the other half. I had already calculated it into my budget. Like, it's not my fault that he was being underhanded and unprofessional.
Unprofessional?
Yes.
May I say something here, Miss Scott?
You
See,
may.
It's obvious. Just look at what's going on. She's really trying to pimp me.
Pimp
She
him.
already got $1,250 up front, and she still want the other $1,250 she didn't perform?
With strippers.
With strippers.
With strippers.
And you expected her to.
Yes, ma'am. That's part of the contract she signed. She signed the contract to perform for an hour, and she didn't perform. She's messing up my reputation, my credibility.
Well, if
She's
you would have
just throwing
told
everything off.
them that they was coming to see a strip show instead of an actual singing performance, maybe your credibility would be okay.
You know
Really?
what? I don't
Really?
need you all
Yes.
going
Really?
backwards and
Really?
forwards. Hold
Really?
on. I don't need you all going backwards and forward with each other. You came here to mediate for a fair resolution, and we cannot ascertain what it is with you all talking to each other. You all need to talk to me. Now, you left out some important details, Mr. Foster, and when you think that's important,
Yes, ma'am.
and you have some good points, but at the same time, who wrote that contract?
Me and my staff and I. We went on.
Okay, so I would think it is newest to you to make sure that the party that you're performing for your company will have a clear and concise idea of what they're doing.
Yes, ma'am.
And you change the venue.
Yes, ma'am.
Change the venue?
Oh, my God.
It's common. It's common. Miss Scott, think about it. It's common. You got parties here. You got events here. Sometimes some club owners might be like, okay, we just cannot have it here. So what you want me to do? Just cancel the whole event?
What we wanted you to do was pick up the phone and say, hey, the venue has changed.
Come on.
Are you still okay with the contract?
The venue shouldn't matter. If you're going to perform, you're going to perform.
But you would agree that your contract is bland.
Not necessarily, Miss Scott. Miss Scott, may I interject here?
You may.
Let me say something here. If you can look and you can tell, she's really here to pimp me.
Coming up next, the plaintiff says he is being pimped out by the defendant. How will mediator Justice Jackie see it? Cajun Court TV continues.
Silver Star Smokehouse and Steaks, 1201 Dixie Overland Road, Bossier City, a great and famous place to eat.
If you put Christ first, then everything else will fall in line. I'm Amy Moore. I teach boot camp classes and indoor cycling classes at Victory. I'm just a guide to make them better inside and out.
I have lost a total of 46 pounds and I feel great. Get up off of the couch, make that change, and make it for yourself.
I feel more active, I feel good about myself, and it's just been great.
Caring for people. That is the commitment and goal of Assurance Care Services, Inc., a place that provides assistance to individuals who are physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, and medically challenged. Assurance Care Services, Inc. offers a variety of services for all ages, where you can find a program that will fit your situation. Everyone will receive quality service in a supported, individualized, comprehensive, and efficient manner. Assurance Care Services, Inc. We are in the business of caring for people. Call today for a free consultation, 631-7583.
Where else can you get your insurance and auto title transfer in one stop? Jackson Insurance for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Jackson Auto Title, an authorized public tag agent. Call 746-2222.
Now that you're not feeling your best, don't be a victim twice. Nobody's helped more people in accidents in the last decade than Dr. Grady Stimmitz. Call him today, 429-9494.
If you're owed money and want Justice Jackie to mediate your dispute, call us at 1-855-902-5297 or go to CajunCourtTV.com. Maybe the defendant needs to loosen up or learn a lesson or two from the exotic dancers, or maybe not. Let's hear from mediator Justice Jackie.
But you would agree that your contract is bland.
Not necessarily, Miss Scott. Miss Scott, may I interject here?
You may.
Let me say something here. If you can look and you can tell, she's really here to pimp me. She's here to pimp me. She's trying to get everything out of me. My reputation on the line, my credibility on the line.
Well, that's because if you would have told everyone that they was coming to see a strip show instead of an actual singing performance, then maybe you'll have some credibility. Then they'll know you're telling the truth.
No one had a problem with strippers but you. I don't know why you think you're so all high and mighty.
Oh, quotation.
And think that you cannot be on the stage with strippers. Help me out here.
Now, you're going back and forth with each other. Now, Mr. Foster, you've made some valid points, and so has she. You speak on how big your contracts are, but it's important when you change the venue on someone that they should know. And also, you didn't say anything in the contract about strippers. Wouldn't you think that would be fair? Wouldn't she need to know about strippers? So I can't agree with you. And Ms. Pratt, you should have known that when you're performing in a venue, you should know what you're doing. And so you already said that Mr. Foster was unprofessional, and you didn't follow your first mind. You went on and signed a contract not knowing what you were doing just to make some money, and it wasn't worth it, was it?
No, ma'am, not at all.
Mr. Bradley?
Exactly here, Miss Scott. That's why I think she shouldn't get a penny more and she should return my money.
Return his money?
Return my money.
This is not,
She should
this is
return
not a
my money.
clothing store. There's no refund. What is he
She's trying to get it all from me.
Oh, you know what? I'm trying to get the remainder because I had backup dancers I had to pay. I had a makeup artist I had to pay. I had the band that had to pay. That $2,500, it just don't go in my pocket. It's for everybody around me.
Miss Scott, that's her overhead. That have nothing to do with me.
Oh,
now, would you all agree that this all stems from the lack of communication?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
No,
One
the
phone call
lack
would have done it.
of a proper contract, the lack of you all being able to communicate before you got to this point.
Look, I just want my $1,250. I got makeup artists that still need to be paid. I got backup dancers that still need to be paid. I got a manager that's gonna take his off the dump. Guess what? I'm losing money. I done lost money.
That's your problem. That's your manager.
No,
and
it's
your
your
backstage
problem
manager.
because you owe me $12.50.
That's your overhead. Number one, you probably got one of the biggest events ever in your life.
This event,
You gotta
that's
think
the
about
strip
it.
club.
You gotta think about it. Who you dealing with here?
Who am I?
You gotta think
You
about
know
that.
what? You know what?
You telling me you want $12.50 back and you didn't perform?
Exactly.
You didn't perform.
Well, guess what? I brought my people there. We were going to perform until the strippers came and said, you know what, ma'am, we gonna need this stage.
You know what I'm gonna do to you? This is what we can do. We can make an agreement here. I'm gonna tell you now. You can come back again. You can get your $12.50. You want your $12.50? You can come back. You can sing. But I'm gonna let you know. The stripper's gonna be on stage.
Oh my goodness! So
The
I
stripper's
got
gonna
to.
be on
So I
stage.
got to perform with the strippers
The
in order to
stripper's
get
gonna
my
be
money.
on stage.
Oh no! Oh no!
Do you want your
no.
money? What do you perform
Is
at?
it going to be
Where
in
you
writing?
perform? Of course.
You,
It can
you're
be in
going to
writing.
have a
However
ballot?
you like. I can cater to Miss Pratt.
I'm
Miss
not
Scott, I
dealing
can
with
cater
Mr.
to
Foster
Miss Pratt.
ever again.
I can cater to Miss Pratt. She want her $12.50. She's trying to get it all out of me.
Oh
you
my!
can't see her.
You know what?
It's obvious.
This is that small town mentality business working. That's what that is, and I don't have time for it.
Small time
Yes,
business.
Yes.
Small time business. I'm all over the world. I'm international.
Where have you been?
I'm international.
Where have you been?
I'm international.
Where have you been?
I don't
Minden?
it have to go
Where
there.
have you been?
I don't have to go there. Miss Scott, it's obvious here that she's very immature.
Oh,
She's not business savvy. So what can we do here? I offer her a second opportunity.
You know what?
I offer her a second opportunity. To get your $12.50. Because really, honestly, I'm the one who need to have my $12.50 back. Right? Right?
I was there.
Right?
I was there. Was I not
Right?
there?
Right? And you didn't perform and you was paid $12.50.
Look at both of you all. Look at each other. Now, all of this because you didn't have a valid contract. All of this because you failed to communicate. I tell you what, let's take a recess, and I'll be back with my final decision to help you all out to conclude.
Coming up next, mediator Justice Jackie says now it's time to pay up. Who will it be, the defendant or the plaintiff? Find out next when Cajun Court TV returns.
Ernest Orleans has been creating special nights for over 60 years. Come celebrate your special occasion with delicious prime steaks, fresh seafood, plus Ernest's signature marinated crab claws. Visit Ernest Orleans, 1601 Spring Street in Shreveport.
Do you have a dispute with a friend or family member? Call us at Cajun Court TV, 1-855-902-5297, or go to our website, CajunCourtTV.com.
Savvy, playful, and chic, Favorite Sisters Boutique, seamlessly blending past traditions with new trends at reasonable prices. At Favorite Sisters Boutique, we look forward to becoming your favorite small family-run boutique.
If you're owed money and want Justice Jackie to mediate your dispute, call us at 1-855-902-5297 or go to CajunCourtTV.com. Clever.
Page 3 is missing?
Mr. Whitner, I know. He's choking. You're not trying to pull a fast one on me.
No.
Compassionate.
Matt, pass that to her, please.
Comical.
Justice Jackie is on the move. She's on the move.
Justice Jackie. Mediating your case one day at a time, one dispute at a time.
Justice Jackie.
Where else can you get your insurance and auto title transfer in one stop? Jackson Insurance for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Jackson Auto Title, an authorized public tag agent. Call 746-2222.
You've seen both sides of the case. So does the plaintiff deserve a refund, or does the defendant deserve the balance of the contract? Find out the resolution from mediator Justice Jackie.
You know, I've had the opportunity to listen to both sides of this conflict. And you know, a contract is an agreement between two people. It has to be a meeting of the mind. Now, Mr. Foster, as a promoter, you stated that you wrote this contract. And you had the opportunity to put every detail necessary in that contract. And it seems like you failed to do so. Your contract was not clear and concise. Ms. Pratt, you had the opportunity to read the contract. And one thing in your profession you should learn from this day forward, that you must read, and just don't sign anything that isn't clear to you. In order to have a binding contract, there has to be an agreement by both parties. absent that agreement, then we have a failure. And in this particular case, I'm going to assess Mr. Foster with after having written that contract that is not clear and concise. And you know what? Because of that, you had the duty, and so you lose. Ms. Pratt, in this particular situation, you get to take home $1,250. But the next time, please read your contract. Understand what you're doing. Let this be a lesson to you. That's all I have.
Oh, I definitely agree with the verdict. I just feel like that day I could have booked something else and I could have been paid for that. So that's just time that I wasted. So, I mean, I agree.
It is what it is. It's business. I lost here. She gained $1,250 for nothing. I'm a little sick another day, so I'm not gonna be upset about it.
Justice Jackie is on the move. Justice Jackie is back to you. It's back to you. She'll see your case. She'll see your case through and through. In just one day, she'll make a way. The mediator of me and you, solving cases. She'll see it through. Justice Jackie is on the move. She's on the move. Justice Jackie will see it through. Justice Jackie.
If you put Christ first, then everything else will fall in line. I'm Amy Moore. I teach boot camp classes and indoor cycling classes at Victory. I'm just a guide to make them better inside and out.
I have lost a total of 46 pounds and I feel great. Get up off of the couch, make that change, and make it for yourself.
I feel more active, I feel good about myself, and it's just been great.
Mattress Plus is spring cleaning the showroom. Save 40 to 60% on a huge selection of name brand mattresses, not typical discount models, but top of the line luxury mattresses. Get the best gel memory foam, air beds, latex, and inner spring beds from Tempur-Pedic, Beauty Rest, Pure Latex Bliss, and more. Don't miss your once-in-a-lifetime chance to get a luxury mattress set for a fraction of the price. Hurry in now to the Mattress Plus spring cleaning event. You should always shop at Mattress Plus before you buy.
Where else can you get your insurance and auto title transfer in one stop? Jackson Insurance for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Jackson Auto Title, an authorized public tag agent. Call 746-2222.
Now that you're not feeling your best, don't be a victim twice. Nobody's helped more people in accidents in the last decade than Dr. Grady Stimets. Call him today, 429-9494.
What do these people have in common? They've given up their negative perceptions, given up their destructive behaviors, given up all those things that were holding them back. When you're ready to start living a healthy, empowered life, Dr. Beatrice Tatum is here. So many people have benefited from Dr. Tatum's expertise. Take the first step to bring wellness into your life.
Uncover your true potential and lead a life worth celebrating.